Alexa, open WikiHow.
Okay, here's WikiHow. Hi, ask me how to do anything.
How to raise earthworms.
How to raise earthworms. If you want to raise earthworms, line a container with 8 to 12 inches of bedding. If you're planning an outdoor bin, use leaves or grass, or opt for shredded paper or peat moss if your bin will be indoors. Mist the bedding with water to moisten it, then add the worms. Place the container somewhere out of direct sunlight, where it won't be disturbed, and add more water to keep the bedding from drying out. Once a week, place some food scraps in the bin, such as fruits, vegetables, and coffee grounds. However, avoid feeding the earthworms junk food, meat products, or an excess of citrus. If you would like each step read out in detail, say read steps.
Read steps.
Step 1. Choose a type of worm based on purpose and climate. Determine your priorities regarding what you hope to achieve by raising worms. While many types of worms can be used for different purposes, such as both composting and fishing bait, choose a specific type based on the main reason you're raising worms. Furthermore, the climate in which you live is an important factor if you intend to raise worms outdoors. Plan to sustain an environment that is moist and dark. If climate allows, outdoors compost is the easiest and best form of a worm system. Know that you can also raise worms indoors if you live in a cold climate or do not have space outside. To continue, say next.
Next.
Step 2. Raise red wigglers if your main priority is vermicomposting. All earthworms eat organic matter and excrete high-quality soil. Red wigglers are simply the best choice for your home vermicomposting setup. In part, their favorability has to do with compatibility. They prefer temperatures between 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 degrees Celsius, and 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius, which is the temperature range humans also tend to prefer. In fact, in established vermicomposting beds, they can survive temperatures as low as 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius, and as high as 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 degrees Celsius. Buy red wigglers online or from a local bait shop, as these worms are different from the night crawlers that live in your backyard. Plan to keep red wigglers in proportion to the amount of organic waste you produce. As a benchmark, 1 pound of red wigglers will eat a half a pound of food waste per day. Since red wigglers depend on a richer, denser feeding medium, such as organic waste, they will not leave an outdoor compost pile by burrowing into the standard soil below. Red wigglers will grow to 3 inches, 7.6 centimeters, to 4 inches, 10.2 centimeters, inches, and can be used in either indoor or outdoor vermicomposting. They also reproduce very quickly. One worm can produce as many as 99 offspring in 11 weeks. Red wigglers also make a great food item for chickens, pet turtles, lizards, and aquarium fish. To continue, say next.
Next.
Step 3. Raise European night crawlers for the best worm fishing bait. The European night crawler is a larger type of earthworm, known predominantly for thick skin, a longer lifespan on your fishing hook, and its ability to tolerate salt water. In no unsuspect bait worm there is. European night crawlers can also tolerate temperatures as low as 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius, but they do better in bedding temperatures between 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius, and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius. They will grow up to 5 inches long, and roughly 4x the thickness of a red wiggler. European night crawlers can also be used either indoors or outdoors. To continue, say next.
Next.
Step 4. Raise African night crawlers in warm climates. If you live in a warmer climate, such as the southern U.S., African night crawlers may be ideal. This large tropical earthworm can tolerate higher temperatures, preferring bedding temperature from 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius, to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius. It will not survive drops beneath 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 degrees Celsius, however. The largest of the earthworms mentioned in this article, the African night crawler, will produce a large amount of waste and breeds rapidly. They can also be used as fishing bait. African night crawlers can be used in indoors or outdoors vermicomposting. To continue, say next.
Next.
Step 5. Raise Alabama jumpers to add to your yard or garden. If you're looking for a type of worm to add directly to your yard or garden, Alabama jumpers are prized for their ability to survive in many different types of soil. Further, They are especially capable and willing to burrow to ground that is problematic for other earthworm species. They do require, however, the addition of organic matter to the soil if you want their population to expand. Before adding Alabama jumpers to your yard or garden, have leaves, hay, manure, decaying plants, or another type of organic waste tilled into the topsoil. Moisten the soil with a hose or watering can, and add the worms right before the sun sets. Distribute in soil. If organic material is available, their numbers will rapidly increase. To continue, say next.
Next.
Final step. Maintain acidic and have quick gestation. To remove worms to feed other pets or to improve your luck from a healthy colony, you do not need to make any additional effort to maintain the colony's size. Optimal conditions are required for particularly rapid population growth. Aside from maintaining as close to ideal temperatures within the bedding, you'll likely need to add it. Hear it again from the beginning. Ask how to raise earthworms. Or, you can ask how to do something else. What would you like to do?
Exit.